daughter's dead, Detective.
It's your Kuleana, Nohea. Protect our family. Defend this land.
You live a lie long enough, even the truth can't set you free.
Aloha! This is Trinidad the Island Man, your Island Man, coming to you live once again from beautiful Hawaii here on the island of Oahu, bringing you, yes you, the best movie reviews on the entire island of Oahu. And yes, this is Trinidad the Island Man, your Island Man. And last night, Saturday night, I went ahead and I saw a beautiful Hawaiian movie called Kuleana. And now remember, this is our rating scale. Shaka thumbs up. It's good to see, I recommend it. Shaka thumbs down. It's bad to see, it's junk. And, well, for the Hawaiian original movie Kuleana, it is a shaka thumbs up. Now, I had not seen any advertisements for this movie. It is playing over at the Kahala Mall and over, I believe, in Kapolei at the Olena Theater, also consolidated. If not, then over at the Kapolei 12. In addition to Maui and Hilo and in Portland, Oregon. So it's going all over, yet it needs your help to be able to make it nationwide, you know. So make sure that you tell everyone to go ahead and check this movie out. Again, it is a strong shaka thumbs up. Like I said, I had not heard any advertisements on this. When I went to the theater last week, I had seen a poster for it, and that was the only thing. You know, I've put a little bit of the trailer in there. You can check my Instagram account if you want to see a shortened synopsis of the film. Now, let me just say that this stars, and, you know, I want to get everyone, so I got a piece of paper here. Moroni Kanekoa, Sonia Balmores, Christina Ana Paua, Stefan Schaefer, Augie T is in this movie. Broscombe Richmond, and Marlena Sai, along with Mel Kabang, all star in this movie. And basically it is set in 1971 in Hawaii, and also in the late 50s as we look back on our heroes' you know, childhood. Nohea. Basically, he grew up on Maui. His parents owned a large section of land, and a disreputable, you know, haole has been buying up a lot of land from the adjacent plots, and has been interested in his parents' land, even going as far as to marry his aunt. You know, and which he has a daughter named Kimberly. And now this gal and Nohea, Kimberly and Nohea, are friends and, you know, throughout childhood. Unfortunately, something happens. There's, you know, whereas Nohea's father is accused of murder and must leave the island for his own safety. You know, along with that, Kimberly mysteriously disappears. So this is not only a Hawaiian cultural movie, but also a very interesting mystery whodunit kind of a movie as well. And, you know, all centered around, you know, like I said, the cultural significance of the Hawaiian people, along with the name Kuleana. Kuleana, the name of the movie, is roughly translated to as responsibility in Hawaiian. Now, and it goes as far as being a unique Hawaiian value or practice, translating to responsibility, but also referring to a reciprocal responsibility and relationship between the person who is responsible and the thing for which he is responsible for. Example would be like, you know, the Hawaiians have a Kuleana for our land, to care for it, you know, to respect it. And in return, the land has a Kuleana towards its people to give it food, shelter, clothing, etc. And again, also for family, Kuleana is a responsibility to defend one's family. And that is the most, well, that is also another aspect of this movie as well. Being that, you know, Nohea's father has to leave the island because he is accused of murdering Kimberly. And thus, you know, the family name is in, you know, disrepair. And it falls to Nohea once he is an adult that he must, you know, find out who the true killer is and what happened to Kimberly and clear his family name, his family honor, and also stop, you know, this, you know, disreputable Haole land developer from stealing his family's land, his ancestral land, where his great-grandfather, his grandfather, and eventually his grandmother are buried. So, you know, I cannot stress enough about this movie that it should go ahead and be seen. It is a wonderful movie. You know, all, again, with many stars from the island itself, written by, you know, a person who lives on Maui. Actually, it is written and stars both, you know, Moranai Kanekoa, you know, and he plays Nahoa. And he does so in such a beautiful and passionate way that you can tell that this was a very special story for him. Those who have visited my channel, when I saw this movie Saturday night, I did not expect for the art director and one of its stars to show up after the movie and answer questions for them, you know, about the movie, how it was made, for a small, pitiful amount of $15,000 through sponsors and donors there on Maui, where they struggled to get this movie off the ground and together, where it has played and won several awards at many film festivals, including Maui and even some in Texas as well. But again, you know, and he stressed that, you know, although it, you know, they put this thing together in $15 million, everyone working long and hard hours to get this developed and off the ground. It was, you know, Kanekoa who wrote and developed this story for 11 years until he found that it was right for him to go ahead and finally get the chance to make this movie a reality, which he did. And it shows a beautiful, you know, transition of life from the late 50s through the 60s into the 70s, long before I was here on the islands, you know. So in that respect as well, it is very satisfying to see how people, you know, had lived here and are still kind of, you know, struggling with the very same problems that are today, with making ends meet, with tourists seemingly gathering up everything and leaving nothing left for the locals. You know, it's sad and true to see this struggle continue on. But again, it is also a mystery, a whodunit, where Augie T plays the primary police detective helping Nohea find out what happens to Kimberly and, you know, kind of help him with his overall situation as well. It has many twists that I won't spoil for you. Again, it is being shown through the rest of this week, hopefully next week as well, there at the Kahala Mall over in Kapolei. Please make sure you see this, you know, so that it can go nationwide, you know, across the mainland to more and more places, win greater awards, because, you know, that's what the directors, the writers, the stars of this movie wanted, was more recognition, not for themselves, but for the Aina, for the people here, you know, to show the struggles, the plights, and, you know, the values that Hawaii has to offer the rest of the world. All right, thank you so much. This is Trinidad, the Island Man, your Island Man, giving Kuleana a shaka thumbs up. Definitely go and check it out when you can. Remember, Consolidated does have that deal, $7 Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. You can't go wrong checking out this movie for that. It's only 135 minutes long, so it won't take you all day. And like I said, it is a wonderful, fascinating, you know, movie. PG, not so much for kids, but some people did bring their children there. But it's something that I think if you live here, if you've lived here all your life, you'll definitely want to see it. All right, thank you so much, and aloha.